Hey, what's up? This is Spider Prime 1 back again with another Transformers video review. Before I actually get to the character I'm reviewing, I looked up some stuff on Leadfoot on the internet. I looked at the instructions again. I found out that I had him completely backwards. I had the head facing the wrong way, and so you were basically, when I combined him, you were looking at the back of him. So that's what the front should really look like. It should have the tires facing forward, and you should be able to see the nose cone. So that's the way he actually should look when he's in combined mode. So that's enough of that. I just popped his arm off. So to the character we're really looking at, Clench with Throttler. Clench is actually one of the better looking Decepticon. I forget what they call them, the main units. And then his Minicon, Throttler, turns into a drill, which now holding it this way looks like a purple Christmas tree, but it turns into a really big drill. So yeah. And then what's cool is his body here actually has a pin in it so it can turn and spin. So once you plug it in, you could spin it and make it look like the drill's spinning. Kind of cool, but really unnecessary. So yeah. So I have the camera panned up for the big guys. So Clench. He's the front and back end loader with a chainsaw or a saw blade. I don't really know what to call this, but it looks cool nonetheless. Oh jeez, I was calling him Clench. It's Sledge. Sledge with Throttler. I'm sorry, it's not Clench. Clench was a different one, I think. Whatever, I can't remember right now. So Sledge with Throttler. So he has two Minicon ports. He has one on the back where Throttler was, and then he has one up here. So it looks like he has he's shooting purple Decepticon pollution into the air. Yeah, the Minicon's kind of pointless in vehicle mode. And this is his mode for vehicle mode and two different weapon modes. So he doesn't really transform all that much. But this guy transforms. What we're going to do is we're going to grab the legs and fold them down. Fold the shovels forward. And now you have the toes and the heels. We're going to come up here, we're going to move the cockpit out of the way real quick. We're going to spin this forward. Then we're going to move that back. And there's his head. We're going to split the arm, just like Demolisher in Revenge of the Fallen. And then we're going to move these all the way up. So it looks like that. And you bring the arm down. Turn it this way so that the yellow piece is on the side, and then turn the arm this way, and then there's a peg here and a hole here. Plug it in, and then there's the arm. Do the same thing on this side. There we go. Then we're going to straighten out the legs. And the legs have spring-loaded treads on them, so he can bend his knees without having to cut a big chunk out of the treads, which I think is a really good design aesthetic. And then there is Sledge in robot mode. He looks interesting. He's got shovels on his shoulders. He's got shovels as toes. he's got the cab right here sticking out like a tumor on his chest, and then he's got the saw blade sticking out of the middle of his chest. So I guess if somebody bumps into him, they get sawed in half, I guess. But he still looks good. I mean, strange, but he looks good. And it will turn. It still turns. But you gotta move it. It doesn't roll or anything. And the face is actually pretty cool. There's no light piping because of what the head does for combined mode. But he looks really good. Now for combined mode, or here, we'll turn Throttler into his robot mode real quick. Grab the arm. Grab the arm. Come on, there we go. Thank you. Grab the other arm. Fold the legs down. Split the legs. Fold the drill bit around. And then there is Throttler in robot mode. So, there you go. Not all that impressive, but the drill's kind of cool. If you'll stand, why do you not want to stand? There we go. So combine mode. What we want to do is we want to spin these around, like so, and then basically turn it like this. Spin these around and turn it like this. And then you want to take these, you want to pop them off of the double joint. You know, make sure the yellow joint folds all the way down, and then you fold up on the black joint that it's plugged into. And so that way the leg will be different. There's a groove in there, you just gotta find it. There we go. So there's that. You want to do it on this side too. See if I can get it going this way. Okay. And then yeah, you turn it sideways so the legs have a little bit of distance from each other. And then you fold the power core connectors down, and then you turn the foot. So it looks like that. Then the head, what you want to do is you want to close the silver pieces around his face, then turn his head around. And now he's got a completely different head. It's a faceplate with horns. It looks pretty good. And if you want to, you can push the saw blade back while leaving the head forward, and then you can split the cab in half and then drape it across the chest. So it looks like that, and then you can give him his armor. So let me get some drones first. We'll use the Combaticon drones. So, half track, the swindle truck, Jeep, tank, missile truck, stand him up, flip the camera up, So there's Sledge with the Combaticons. And then for armor mode, so stupid. Don't remember, I didn't really look at the official way of doing it, but I think what it is you point it like this, turn his arms, and then turn his legs, point them out like that. Oh no, because the port's on that side, so you gotta turn everything like this, and then fold. Yeah, there we go. That looks right. And then you just plug this in right here. And then he has very spiky vision blocking armor. Like you can't see here, let me tilt it down. There we go. Like he can barely see out of his armor. And he's pretty much staring at the Minicon's crotch, is what he's doing. So this Minicon is pretty much useless in robot mode and armor mode. And it's hard to wiggle him off when his stomach rotates. But no, yeah. Sledge is really worth the pickup. I mean, you don't buy the things for the Minicons. You buy them for the figures themselves. Let's turn it back to robot mode so we can stand next to Sledge. Or in front of, whatever. There he stands. But no, yeah, this is a really good figure to add to your Decepticon Power Core Combiners. And Leadfoot is just as good for the Autobots. But yeah, so this wraps up for Power Core Combiners now, because instead of having 3, I now have 5. And I've just reviewed the 5th one. So that's it for Power Core for now, until I get more. So this is Sledge with Throttler and the Combaticons. I'm Spider Prime 1, and I am signing off.